What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, Duel commentary. This ought to be an interesting one. We got Star Strike or some Star Blast 100 467 versus Nguyen. I think it's just Win. I think it's pronounced Win 677. I just watched Win play against Mazik, who he was second at the end of last format, and Mazik is always hanging around 1900, 1800. Mazik was playing BA, and Win is playing Fire Fist. I'm playing Fire Fist right now. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna make a video about this. Fire Fist it's a completely legitimate deck right now. The reason I say Win might get his shit pushed in is because you guys know I played Batteryman, and when you resolve a micro cell, you can OTK off that shit because micro cell gets 9 volt, and then you get charger from 9 volt, and then you tribute for charger, and then it's like you can special something else. So he can easily, he can just throw down, he can throw down fuel cell, and this is game. That's 2K, that's 21, so we're at 4100. Oh, wow, he had Short Circuit too, which is, it's a bad card, but whatever. And Win gets OTK'd. A Short Circuit is a bad card. Don't play that. It's just bad. Like, Regeki made Short Circuit never needed. It's a win more card, like, you know what I mean? But anyways, with the 9 volt, he was at 2K. With Fuel Cell, he was at 4100. With Artifact Scythe, he was at 6300. And then, Charger was 2700. Yeah, Charger was 2700. So that's over game. I don't want to say it's over 9,000 because I don't think that would be accurate. It might be. Actually, I think that is exactly 9,000, which is technically not over 9,000. So we won't make any Dragon Ball Z puns. All right. So, I still think I give the edge to Fire Fist in this matchup. I'm still going second if I'm Fire Fist. Nothing that Batteryman does turn 1 really scares me. In fact, the only card that technically scares me in this matchup is Monarch Stormforth. Everything else I don't really care about, especially not 9 volt micro cell, because I've got, I've got Bear, so the deck would obviously just struggle against Bear. I would probably side deck in Regeki too, just because if you don't pull off the OTK, Regeki is really good against your deck. Win takes first. I don't advocate that at all. His version of Fire Fist it's different than mine, but I don't advocate going first. Although I guess it depends on the amount of card Ds, because it's like the more card Ds, the more I guess prone I would be going first, because I don't want to go second against Batteryman and then summon card D unless you have like 5 traps. It's too many hoops to jump through, or there's too likely of you just getting like pushed in for too much damage. So Star Blast sets a whole bunch of back row. If I'm Win, I'm a little concerned about a trap stun. But everything else I feel okay with. Obviously, he would like to have Tinky Bear to try and get rid of the back row, but maybe he has it, maybe he doesn't. Okay, so he's going to set 1, which Fire Fists are never known to do. And then he sets 2 more cards. I wonder if that might be a Fire Ice Hand. That's conceivably the only card I could see him setting. And I wonder if Star Blast set Micro Cell, which would be... It'd be a problem for Win, depending on if it resolves or not. He has Monarch Stormforth. Again, that's the card that would scare me most in Fire Fist. Easily. That would be the card that scared me most. What just happens? Oh, he's just playing Monarch Stormforth earlier in the turn? That's interesting. I've never played the card without actually using the tribute immediately. You see that Star Blast does have double Cyclone to counter the Light Imprisoning Mirror, which means that Micro Cell will resolve. I know that you just know he wanted to use the double Cyclone during his opponent's turn so he could summon his Mur attack. He obviously is going to go for 9 volt, search out Charger, and then tribute the face down for Charger. He uses Chain Disappearance on 9 volt. Actually, when people used to hit me with Chain Disappearance, I used to actually be like, that's fine, because 9 volt goes plus anyway, so you didn't really do anything. Like, yeah, you got rid of my 9 volts, but technically I went plus, and at the end of the day, as long as I'm going plus, I'm fine. So he's going to evac the 9 volt so that he can summon it later, and he'll still resolve that effect. I think that Star Blast is, I think he's burning too many cards now. I think he should have just took the plus. I think he's trying to go for the OTK, maybe, but I don't really see, I didn't see a reason for him to, I didn't see a legitimate reason for him to burn the evac. I think he's burning through too many cards. Like, I just would have held the evac and know that my, I would have held the evac knowing that knowing that I've got more cards than my opponent. So the Charger gets hit with Solemn Warning. He's going to attack for 100. I have no idea why Wynn set Bear unless he absolutely has Wolf Bark in his hand. I mean, that could be a possibility. If he throws down Wolf Bark, then obviously we know why he did it. But outside of that, why not just keep Bear in your hand? Stoneforth is a legitimate card. He sets 2. I guess the evac might work out for him, because now he really doesn't. He can just go. He can pretty much just start the 9 volt train, where you just go 9 volt, 9 volt, 9 volt. You just keep searching 9 volts until you run out, and then you get industrial strength, basically. I mean, or he can go for the home run. The home run play would obviously be to get another micro cell. He's going fuel cell, so he's going just pure yellow. That's crazy. And he's gonna summon it, ignoring 4 back row. Yeah, this guy is going full YOLO, because it's not like he can OTK him. Unless he has 2 of them, I guess. 2 of them changes things completely, because it will give him the OTK. He's going to attack for 100. Okay. Attack for 2k. This will be game, by the way. This will totally be game. If Wynn doesn't stop some of these attacks. Alright, so he's got 1 D-Prison. And that D-Prison does stop the train. Okay. So, obviously, Fuel Cell is going to, well, one of the Fuel Cell lives, but the 9 volt just dies. He's probably going to launch the 9 volt to make him pick up a card just because why not? And that's what he does. It's Mystical Space Typhoon. I don't know about that, bro. Well, no, it's his turn. I was going to say, you hit a Sanctum, you're going to cry. The Blind MST hits what? Well, it's not a blind MST. I'm sorry about that. It's not a blind MST because it's only 1 card. I guess it's still technically. And that was a good card to hit. We got a little bit of lag in action. Chain Disappearance. Tinky Bear. So he's obviously going to take Tinky and then go for Bear. This can be a huge play. Because obviously he can just pop Fuel Cell and then attack. Although you have to keep in mind, if he does attack over the fuel cell, or excuse me, the micro cell, Star Blast will draw a card. I guess it really doesn't matter that much because the Bear is still going to trigger, which would get him another Tinky, and that's kind of all you need in Fire Fist. Like that's the biggest reason the deck is so good right now is you just need 1 Bear attack and you start the train. It's kind of like what Satello Knights do. So he has yet another 9 volt. If he gets Industrial Strength, he could go for game here. Keep that in mind. I'm not gonna love. Yeah, he has enough Batteryman. I'm almost certain that he has 3 Batteryman in his graveyard. Yeah, you know what he does because he has Micro Cell, he has the Fuel Cell that just got popped, and then he has Charger, which got Solemn Warning. That's 3 right there. Not to mention he might have another 9 volt. Yeah, okay, he has another 9 volt. So he summons Industrial Strength. And obviously, you're going to activate Industrial Strength's effect to try and pop Bear in the back row. And even if you get hit with Breakthrough Skill, it's full YOLO anyway. And the YOLO worked. Wow. Wynn just gets 2-0'd really, really quickly. You got to question some of those plays. Like, why would you set the Bear if you know that you just didn't have anything? Like, I would just leave the Bear in my hand and hopefully my defense can carry me through, but too many bluffs, and that is definitely GG. And he had Artifact Sanctum, so I'm not sure if Wynn was going to be able to counter that anyway. Thank you guys for watching. As always, very good match there.